Okay. Socrates, today let us ponder on Buridan's ass, a tale of a donkey being equally hungry and thirsty between a bale of hay and a bucket of water. Unable to choose, what does this reveal about decision making? Socrates, a Greek philosopher, found a foundational figure in Western philosophy, emphasized the importance of ethics and knowledge through his method of questioning, aimed at encouraging critical thinking and uncovering underlying beliefs. He believed in the pursuit of virtue and the interconnectedness of knowledge and moral character, famously asserting an unexamined life is not worth living. Aren't this paradox challenges our understanding of freedom in action. If the donkey presents a rational agent, then indecision can indeed be fatal. Hannah Arendt, a German-born American political theorist, is celebrated for her profound analysis of the nature of totalitarianism. In her influential work, The Origins of Totalitarianism, she explores the roots and characteristics of tyranny, analyzing the rise of fascism. Arendt's philosophical inquiries advocate for the defense of human dignity, establishing her as a cornerstone of contemporary political thought with her concept of the banality of evil. Confucius. The donkey's dilemma reflects a lack of true knowledge. In knowing deeply, one would see a choice where seemingly none exists. Aren't. That's an insightful point, yet could this not also highlight the limitations of rationality itself? Even with equal options, one must choose to act. Socrates. Aren't arises a crucial aspect. Action, for is it not through action that we assert our will despite uncertainty? Confucius. Precisely. It is the essence of righteousness and prosperity to make a decision, to take a path even when the choices appear balanced. Aren't. Thus, the paradox teaches us about the necessity of commitment in the face of indeterminacy. Confucius. It is a balance and moderation that should guide our decisions to choose not just with reason but with virtue. Socrates, and what of the notion that an action itself is a choice? To choose not to decide is also an exercise of one's agency. Confucius, a profound thought. Agency lies in both actions and inaction. Each bears as a consequence and virtue. Art. Consider then the implications for a political action. This donkey, unable to decide, starves. Does society not suffer? Similarly, when leaders falter at decision. Confucius, leadership indeed mirrors this. Without the courage to decide, the leader, like the donkey, fails in their duty to those they guide. Art. Hence, the quality of decision does not solely rest on the equality of options, but on the urgency and ethics of choice. Socrates. And what say you, Confucius, about the inner virtues that must accompany these decisions? Confucius. It is though cultivating virtues that it is through cultivating our virtues that we discern the better path, even if the choices seem outwardly identical. Art. A fitting conclusion to our dialogue. Shall we then decide on where to dine, lest we fall prey to the same fate as the donkey? Buridan's Us has been a lot to play it now. You can also play it later in similar. Buridan's Us is a thought experiment in philosophy illustrating the paradox of choice. A donkey equally hungry and equidistant from two identical bales of hay. Unable to decide, starves to death. It highlights the challenges of decision making when faced with equally attractive options. Assistant.
You will tangle with a famous dilemma, making choices that twist classic philosophical quandaries into amusing results. Let's see if you can guide this famously indecisive donkey or not. The fun, after all, is in the attempt and the absurdity of the outcomes. You clearly have a preference for hay, but the donkey is still weighing his options. You've gone for hydration, but the donkey remains firmly in his existential crisis. The donkey stands still. Maybe it's waiting for a clearer sign, like a neon arrow. In the end, the donkey's commitment to indecision was, ironically, his final decision. Before we proceed to the next round, let's take a moment to reflect on your experience with this level. This particular thought experiment posed quite a challenge in converting philosophical quandaries into interactive gameplay, and your feedback is crucial for refining it. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on how the scenario played out, and any suggestions you might have for improvement. Could you please rate this level's gameplay on a scale from 1 to 10?
What?
Why the hesitation? Pick a number. Still, pondering your rating? Just make a decision so we can move forward. Stop hesitating. Just pick a score. Any score. What's taking so long? Come on, it's just a quick rating.
Yes.
I'm genuinely surprised you rated it a 10. Thank you. Your enthusiasm really boosts my spirits and reassures me that we're on the right track with these philosophical challenges. It's wonderful to see such positive feedback, and it truly means a lot. However, I believe there's always room for improvement, and we're not stopping here. So, check this out. Let me reveal some new stuff.
This is like the Stanley Parable. This is like 2D Stanley Parable.
Aha! When you thought the potion would give our donkey a fairy tale ending, the trolley returns with a splash of color. Even in a world of magical transformations, some things remain brutally consistent.
You dick.
The haystack beckons, yet our donkey friend remains glued to the spot. Who knew a bit of spicy pepper could turn our humble donkey into a fire-breathing spectacle, only to be extinguished by the ever-punctual trolley? Seems like even when donkeys breathe fire like dragon, they can't dodge destiny. Our donkey has taken a leap of faith into a new career as a high jumper. Here's up when he finds what he's looking for out there, beyond the edge of the screen. The chewing gum turned our donkey into a makeshift rocket, complete with propulsion, courtesy of its own natural gases. Who could have predicted that a bubble-blowing session would launch a donkey lunar mission? Sadly, even with such an impressive exit strategy, the moon is no place for a donkey. Or any of us, really.
That's so
In today's digital age, even a donkey isn't safe from taking a perfect selfie. Unfortunately, this donkey's quest for social media fame turned shockingly electrifying. That's one way to go viral, but probably not the kind he had in mind.
It's a pear pot as well. Or a pear phone. But not like the iCarly pear phone where it shades like a parrot, but it has
Our donkey friend has conclusively resolved his dilemma, though perhaps not in the way we hoped.
but it has the pear phone logo on it. It's like an iPhone with a pear phone logo on it. Not what I was
Who needs a bird when you can have a boxing glove pop out? Lesson learned. Always expect the unexpected, especially when clocks start throwing punches. The water seems inviting. Too bad the donkey isn't feeling adventurous today. A choice for water made, but the donkey prefers the art of standing still. You go for water. Seems like you're thinking about the donkey's kidneys. If only he'd take a step. Hydration first. An excellent strategy. Not endorsed by our four-legged friend, however. It seems our indecisive friend has chosen a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Okay, this time I'm insisting.
The hay was a fine pick, but it seems the donkey is lost in thought. Choosing hay over hydration. Remind me never to take you on a desert expedition.
This level sucks.